Dan back. Let's get a win. Thank you for clicking. This is a video going over Wimbledon. Gets going on Monday. Going to be my first look at the lines. Up on the right, we got Spank odds pulled up, an odd screen. Always get an odd screen. Diversify the bankroll. Go over a couple futures. Look at some lines for the first matchups. ATP is out in Eastbourne right now. They got the final as well as Mallorca. We'll check those out first. So top right, I know it's small, but Fritz versus Jensen Brooksy all the way to the finals. Fritz opens as 340 favorite. And then on the other side, other tournament, I believe this is Mallorca. Mutet versus Greekspor. Greekspor minus 175, looking to take home the crown at the ATP 250s. No free plays in that. Go to letsgetawin.com, get all the plays. But what you guys are looking for is Wimbledon. Let's get going. Just starting in Vegas rotation order. Yannick Sinner versus Luca Nardi. Um, Chang versus Vukic. A lot of good matchups. Pedro Martinez on the line. Navoni versus Shapovalov. That's a good one. Of course, Navoni is a clay court specialist on grass. Shapovalov is the guy. Keep scrolling down here. Don't want to make it too long. First tight matchup I see is Sebastian Offner versus Medicovic. Looks like little movement to Medicovic here, minus 175. Offner plus 153. You know I like Offner, but mostly on clay. Over here, just to help you elevate profits betting sports, we do tennis, college football, college basketball. But man, get into tennis. It's the best sport to bet on. If you're on the East Coast like me, get your winners in early, always early action, different time zones. It's a great overall sport. And follow us, man. We found a niche in it. Profitable 3 straight years in a row, up 84 units last year. This year off to a great start with a huge month of June. Continue this run in Wimbledon. We were on fire last Wimbledon. Go check out the videos on absolute fire at Wimbledon last year. Hope to repeat that this year. Massetti, small dog or favorite. Another one I like down here, Marijan versus James McCabe. Maybe one of the first plays. I like McCabe money line. Keep an eye on that. James McCabe on the money line. You can get it at plus 185 right now, depending on what book you're looking at. Always bet your best number. I always stress that. Probably the biggest focus on this channel is always bet your best number. Diversify the bankroll. I got 6 here in North Carolina. I'm going to spread my bankroll out in between those 6 books and always bet the best number available. There was one down here, Arthur Kazoo versus Adam Walton here. It's a small one. Kazoo opens up at minus 170, Walton plus 147. Michelson coming off a loss, I believe, at Eastbourne today versus Kekmanovic. Michelson opens as a 2-1 favorite here. Another close line here, Jesper De Jong versus Eubanks, who actually had a decent run recently. Looks like Eubanks is getting a little action on Bet Online. Depends on where you're looking. Fritz has got a tough opening matchup. It's got the big server, GMP, the Frenchman, who's good on clay. Fritz going for a title, so a little room to wiggle there. Diallo, another guy, had a great year. Gabriel Diallo up against Daniel Altmaier. Good showing at the French Open. Diallo opens at minus 375 and it's all the way up to 390 on some books here, depending on where you're looking. Arnaldi versus Botic Van Zandsloop, minus 170 for Arnaldi. Little bet up there. First round, you're going to get where you're going to get. We cut our teeth in the first rounds, man. I'm here to help you. Nothing free right now on this video. Check out the shorts. Always giving free play option. How about an American matchup? Lerner Teen versus Bashavardi. Looks like Teen opens as 224. I don't know if Bashavardi got hurt. I haven't seen him too much this year. Just came back. How about Finnerly versus Fonseca? That's a firework matchup in the first round. Yo Fonseca, the up and coming 18-year-old, but Finnerly, man, top 50 in the world, I think now. Guy's a beast, man. It looks like Fonseca is getting bet up pretty good to start, especially on Bet Online here. I always like looking at Atlantis because they're usually one of the first to put their lines out. Let's see, they came out at 6:05. And Bet Online, well, Bet Online put them out a little earlier. Let's see, 6:27 at 12:45 p.m. And let's see what Atlantis put it out at 605. So Bet Online got it in first here. So we'll be looking at those numbers. Another great matchup. Actually, two guys that are going in finals, first round matchup. You got Brooksy, who's playing Fritz tomorrow, and then Greek Spore. So Wimbledon matching up. A champion could be here in the first round of Wimbledon. Greek Spore opens up at a minus 178 favorite. Mattia Belushi, we like Belushi on the grass, but looks like Oliver Crawford, Olivier Crawford, maybe. Never even heard of the guy, and he's getting bet up a little bit. Tiafo, huge favorite to open up. Here's another good matchup: Zizo Bergs versus Lloyd Harris. Lloyd Harris, grass guy. Nothing else really, popping off. Philippe Mizolik versus Jan Leonard Struff. That's a small line there. Struff is minus 130, it looks like, as of right now. Alcaraz opening against Fabio Fognini. So that's the first round draw, the ones that pop out to me. There was one big action already. Berrettini's been bet hugely up already. Opened at minus 550 all the way up to 800. And it looks like the other books copied on that. Nothing right now. Of course, I'm going to go dive in and do a little research after I'm looking through these, but wanted to do the video first, get you a first glance of what I'm looking at on Wimbledon here. Go to the page, subscribe here. We'll have a free play for you on Monday in Wimbledon first round. So get a subscribe, check out the shorts. Appreciate you tuning in. And as always, let's win you money betting sports.